YouTube family, this is Francie with Finding Joy, and I just wanted to I don't know, just update you what's going on. I was going camping, not this week but next. I was going to go to Georgia to Stone Mountain, and the more I thought about it, and with the gas prices going up, it's just not a wise thing. You know, I could spend I'm thinking I would spend $200 to $400 in gas. It takes, well, I don't know what it takes to fill this van up anymore. I think at one time it was $70, and I know it's more than that because gas is almost $4 a gallon here. So it's $3.99. I'm gonna go to a gas station. That's what I'm doing now, to see if I can get it for $3.79, unless he's upped the price since yesterday, which is flying up there. But I wanted to talk to you about, you know, I guess people call it prepping, and whether you should be prepping for that doomsday that may or may not happen. Now, I live in a small town home, so I don't have storage, and I did buy some freeze-dried food a while ago, back at the beginning of no, I don't know when I did it, a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, because I've been here almost 2. Anyway, I've got that, and I don't know if it's like a 2-week supply or 30-day supply. It may be just a 2-week. But for me and my daughter, it'd probably be more than that, and she doesn't like a lot of it, so it'd probably last me a while. A lot of it is, if it gets to where things aren't available, which I guess would be the thing that would be the problem, we just wouldn't be able to have groceries in the grocery store. And what else would be the prices would be so high we couldn't afford it. So I don't know. Do you prep? Do you have a storage of food? I get fearful sometimes, thinking maybe I'm supposed to have all this saved up, but then I think, you know, is that a waste of money just to have food sitting there? And I don't know. But I've got $12. I'm gonna go to a Dollar Tree, and this is what I'm gonna spend. This is just some cash I had, which is another thing. I guess we're supposed to have piles of cash. How do people have all this? I was watching a YouTube video about prepping, and you know, she was telling everyone, you know, you probably don't even have time to do it anymore, and you know, it's like this doomsday, let's create all this fear. And but then I talk to friends who don't, you know. Anyway, she's talking like there's not enough time to even prep anymore, which I don't know. None of us can see the future to know what's going to happen. It doesn't look good as far as things going up in price, and it makes it hard for me to survive. The gas is really hurting me because I have a 30-minute drive to work. So, and I'm driving this van. So this van gets about 13 miles per gallon. So that's gonna be pricey. That's a lot of gas. I will drive the Jeep when I can, but my daughter uses it for her job and for school. So, you know, and she is putting gas in that. So that helps me a lot too. So I'm not putting gas in both cars. So that's helpful. She helps when she can. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree, and it's actually $1.25 now. See what I can find for canned goods. It's that. I'm thinking, here's what I think as far as prepping. I would get pinto beans and rice because I like both of those. As far as flour and sugar, I do have a 5-pound bag of sugar, and I don't know why I got that much sugar. But once again, I wouldn't want the flour to go bad. If I buy flour and I don't use it for a year, and I know you can put it in the freezer, but I just have the refrigerator freezer, so I don't know if I should get a bunch of flour because I'd want it to be fresh. I gotta think about that. But, you know, I could bake bread. You can bake your own bread and stuff. Muffins, biscuits. Okay. Ramen noodles is something that my daughter would eat. She'd eat, I think she'll eat Spam, and she'd probably eat canned chicken. So a lot of people say, well, buy tuna. Well, I'm not big on tuna, and neither is she, so I'm not gonna buy tuna, okay? She doesn't eat beans and rice. So, you know, I was asking her last night, I said, look, what if something happened and we couldn't get groceries? What would you eat? What could I get at the store and keep at the house that you would eat? And mostly it's pasta. I think if I had pasta and spaghetti sauce, and I buy the cheapest spaghetti sauce, I get, it's Hunt's, and it's only $1 a can. Well, it's going up, but anyway. So that we could have on hand. I just boil pasta in chicken broth. My kids used to eat that all the time. It wasn't messy, they liked it, and so I just made it so it was very flavorful, and they liked it, so that was very simple. What else did she mention? Spam, sometimes, but she'll get tired of Spam. But once again, if we didn't have a choice, I think that's what you would eat it. And so, as far as making sure she would have something to eat, that's what I would get her. For me, I could live on beans and rice for a while. And if I could learn how to make tortillas, but I need to have shortening. So I don't know how long shortening stays anyway. But you know, just watching all this and just wondering, what should I do? I'd rather be putting money aside than spending it on food. And that's another thing I want to start doing, is just get an envelope at home to have cash and just, not that I can take a lot of cash out, I can't. My money, it all goes to, but it's already spoken for, you know. So okay, $3.99 at this gas station. I'm looking at this corner, $3.99. I can't even believe I'm saying it. I was talking to my daughter and I'd said like $2.99. She said it's not $2.99. I'm like, oh, it's $3.99. So I'm gonna try this gas station on the corner. It's a Chevron, and if he's at $3.99, then there's a 7-Eleven. What does it say? I can't read it. I wish I could read it. Well, I'm gonna have to make the turn. Anyway, we'll see if he's $3.79. No, I don't think he is. Let me see. I'm gonna go in here. See what we got. Can't see his sign. Pull up here. How much is it a gallon? $3.99. I think everybody is $3.99 at this point. You know, what do? We don't have a choice. I have to put gas in here. I've got a quarter of a tank, which would last me 2 days, I think. So I'm gonna put some gas in here. Then I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree, which is just kind of fun. I've got $12, and the purpose of this trip is to get food that you can store up, you know, food that will keep. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also going to start trying to, and this isn't always healthy, though I've been watching some YouTube videos. This one lady who cooks healthy. But I like rice and eggs, so for me, I can make a stir fry and add some carrots and whatever vegetables, and I can get, for now, as long as we have fresh vegetables, we use them. I've thought about starting little gardens. I don't know what I can grow in Florida, but I'm gonna try to. I can use 5-gallon buckets or those pools or something, but I don't know. I just need to be more frugal, even with the times that we have. Not knowing what's going to happen, or if anything. Is it going to keep getting worse? Is it going to get better? I don't know. But, oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. I lose track of my mind. Then I got to get my gas. I'm going to turn the van off so we're not burning gas. Okay, so the van is off. Okay, so I'm watching this prep video, right? And people are making comments. And some will say, oh, yeah, I just went to Aldi's and ended up spending $150. And I'm thinking, where'd you get $150 from? See, and I guess that's where I don't live like that. I don't have just money just sitting in my bank account. I get paid and there's bills that have to be paid, and that's it. The little bit that's left is used for food and gas. That's it, you know. And, you know, I can buy things for the van here and there, but not all the time. And so, anyway, but that's me. So, and another person said, yeah, I just spent $350. And I'm like, how do y'all do this? So, we're going to spend on my budget $12. I'm going to see what I can get for $12. And you don't have to go to the Dollar Tree. I could go to Walmart, I suppose. But I know the Dollar Tree had some soup, like Healthy Choice soup. And they do have some name brand stuff. Sometimes it's a smaller, I opened the door and it got louder. It's a smaller container, but I don't know. We'll see what we can get. I think it'd be a fun video. And let me know what you guys do. Are you prepping? Are you storing up? Have you thought about it? Do you think it's just all conspiracy theory people? Let me know what you think, because I don't know what to think. Alright, so we got the gas, $3.99. If I see it less, I'm not going to be happy. Oh, I see his sign with, if I were to get a car wash, I could get it for $3.79. Okay, well, I'm not going to spend an extra $8 just to save money. That doesn't make sense to me. A friend of mine told me, she was like, well, if you go to Publix, Publix has $10 off a $50 gift card. And I thought, for gas. And I thought, okay, well, that's a good deal. I'm getting $50 of gas for $40. So I went to get that. You know, I'm on a limited budget as far as what I can pay. Well, here's the thing. You have to buy $50 worth of groceries to get the $10 off the $50 thing. So I would have had to spend $90 to get the $10 off. Now, granted, if I needed groceries, yeah, that would be good. But just on a whim, when I just need to kind of save on gas, I can't do something like that. I can't go and spend $50. Well, I don't even have that right now. So I'm not going to be able to go do that. When right now I just have gas money in my budget. I don't need groceries. I had already spent money on groceries. I have food for my lunches this week. I have food to eat on this week. So no, I'm not going to spend money on groceries. You know, anyway. So that deal didn't work out for me, though it is a good deal. It's a good deal. You save $10 on gas. But like to get a car wash just so I can save 20 cents a gallon. So I spent a little over $30, and I do have half a tank now. And it says, according to my van, I can go 223 miles on this. So I'm gonna calculate the trips to work and back. Say it's 10 miles to work, so that's 20 miles a day times 5. That's 100 miles. This should keep me for the week. Well, if I go to church on Wednesday, that's another probably 10 miles. So we're at, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. We're at 110, 120 miles. 224 miles is what it says. But my thing is, can I really go 224 miles? Because if you're running the air conditioner and other things, does that eat up more gas? So I don't know. I'm gonna really test it out this week and see when I have to get gas to see if $3.99. Everybody's $3.99 to see if that's true. So I'll let you know my calculations. All right, so the purpose of this video though was to spend $12 at the Dollar Tree store prepping, doing this prepping stuff. And I do have some little quarters here, so I might use the quarters for tax. So here's my Dollar Tree. I don't think it's in the best area, but it's the closest that I know. I do pass a nicer one on the way home from work, but for now I'm just hitting this one. So let's go in and see what we can do. And I know other people do videos on this, but I think it'd be kind of fun. And then now that I'm thinking about this, I'm going to organize my pantry. I'm going to go through and throw out anything that's outdated or anything we won't eat, because that doesn't make sense to keep it. and just kind of see. I think I do have a bag of beans in there, and just kind of see where I am with that, and to make room for this stuff. So let's go in and see what we can find. So the Tupperware things are for $1. That's a pretty good deal. I didn't pick any up, but it is a good deal. I just want to take a picture of it. And those solar lights, if they work, that's a good deal too, because those things are expensive. So maybe another time. This stuff, paracord, good price on that. That's always good to have. So here's some can and jarred stuff, but it is a smaller size. But for me, that's fine. They had cranberry sauce, and I like that, so I picked up one of those. And then this was the meat stuff. So they didn't really have any meat that I would like. So, and then there's a bunch of Campbell's, and is it Healthy Choice? And then Green Giant vegetables, so that's a good brand. Oh, they had some Rotel down there. I didn't see that. And the Knorr stuff, that stuff's pretty good. I've used it camping, and it tastes pretty good. So, and then there's Pinto Beans down there. So I think I just got one of those. This was a good deal. A nice soft cloth that I have one that I use for the van. Okay, so let's look what I ended up purchasing. I did have this extra bag. This is stuff that I bought separate because I needed some stuff. So that we're not counting. I actually rang that up separate. But let's see, this is the wrong, that's that other one. This came to, and I kept the receipt so I remember. I think it was $9.60, and I thought, what's the deal? Because I divided $12 by $1.25, and I could get 9 items. But evidently, I'm looking at my receipt right now. Let's see. All right, so not everything was $1.25. So some were just $1. All right, well, so I didn't spend $12 exactly. I spent $9.50. $9.50. That's $9.60. Okay, so let's see what we got. So I got some of these whole potatoes. I remember my mom doing those. But there's a lot you can do with those besides just heating them up and eating them with vegetables or whatever. You can actually cut them up and fry them in a pan, and you can add them to soups and stuff. One thing I liked about this was the expiration date was December of 2024. So I actually got 2 of these because I thought, well, that gives me another whole year. What I didn't like about most of these is that, you see, the expiration date is November of 2023. That is next year. So it doesn't, to me, that's not a long shelf life. Which means I need to make sure I always go through my pantry and I'm eating what is going to expire pretty quick. So that's 23. All of these expire in 23. Oh, here's our 24. I didn't realize that. All right, so the carrots. This is great. Can be eaten by itself, thrown into soups. And of course, the soup can be eaten by itself. This is a meal in and of itself. I can also use it for my lunches at work. And then, of course, just mixed vegetables. December of 2023, so about a year and a half for that shelf life. I saw this, I do like cranberry sauce, and what's the expiration date? 23. So see, all this is expiring 23, and that. Now the pinto beans I think was 24. No, 25. And I almost got 2 of these, but I already had like 9 items, but I could have gotten a couple more of these because I didn't spend my whole $12. And I use those in soups. I eat them with tortillas. See, tortilla is my bread. I love tortillas. And then I got a pack of chicken, which this you can add chicken to with some vegetables, and then the beef as well. And I like to add hamburger to those to add. You could put hamburger and some peas and stuff, or I could actually just throw in this if I wanted to. So Here we go, starting to get a stocked pantry, which is something I've never thought about or had, or I mean, I've got stuff in my pantry, but it's not much really. But I think I could make stuff out of it if I needed to. I could get some meals for a while. All right, so that was $9.50 at the Dollar Tree. Most of the stuff expires in about a year and a half. So I think what you need to pay attention is check the dates, because I like the 25. So it might be wiser to get stocked pantry food from like Walmart and check. I need to go to Walmart and see if they have more current stuff, because Dollar Tree probably gets the old stuff. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this little video. Let me know if you're prepping or stocking up, or what you do, or what you've been doing, or you haven't ever thought about it, you're not going to do it. Just let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.